Hello, what's the deal? It's Big Dog. You hear me? Kevin Cooley, from Kanye West to Violent Rampage and Serious Scandals. I'm gonna be here keeping you guys connected. So do me a favor and buckle up and bang and hit that like and subscribe button so I can take you along for this ride. The dark truth about the Fulton County Jail. Look, the Fulton County Jail continues to struggle with crime, as shown by incident report obtained by 11 Alive. From over the weekend, one report shows jail officials found an inmate drenched in blood Sunday. According to the report, the inmate said a fight broke out and someone stabbed him with a metal shank. Earlier that weekend, reports showed several armed inmates stabbed another one. Another incident report stated a jailer requested medical attention after being exposed to a foreign substance. Former Fulton County Deputy Charles Rambo, a 30-year-old veteran at the Sheriff's Office and former jailer, said incidents like these affect morale amongst inmates, staffs. We got to get some real order on these floors because that's what's going to be an indication to the community on how well a jail is ran. Rambo said, "While I do have sympathy for the current staff and leadership, presence is going to have to go back to the outside of the funding." After news surfaced that inmate Lushan Thompson's died at the jail after he was eaten alive by bed bugs and other insects, Fulton County Sheriff Patrick Labat asked the head jailer and two top assistants to resign. Labat blames overcrowded and budget constraints for the poor jail's condition. "I'm trying to find a way to clear the jail out," Atlanta City Councilman Antonio Lewis said during a Public Safety Committee meeting Monday. "How can we as a city help you clear out these cases? Nonviolent offenders need to be released home." Terry Norris, Executive Director of the Georgia Sheriff Association, said while the sheriffs are not accountable to the organization, they have a unique responsibility when it comes to maintaining jails in a state with limited resources and different configurations. Sheriffs and the keepers of the jail in our states are responsible for the care, custody, and safety of the inmates and, of course, the staff. Norris said the problems exist in Fulton County jails have been emerging for years now, not just 2 years, 10 years, but even longer. When you've got an emerging jail population or an expanding one, it's just really hard to keep up. My thoughts. How many people have to be eaten alive or die from inmates in the Fulton County Jail to be treated like human beings? While Lushan Thompson is being eaten alive by bed bugs and all other types of insects, Keyshawn Jenkins, 36-year-old female officer, is getting her rocks off by allowing inmates to perform sexual acts on her while on duty. Sexual deviants like Kiwana Jenkins use her pee powder to control and manipulate inmates. These dudes are locked down day on and fantasizing and practicing moves, plays that are used to charm these female guards. Sometimes it works. Not all, but some of these female guards are getting attention from men that they wouldn't normally get attention from. It's almost like they're reliving their high school experience, but this time they got the attention by the cool guy, and the cool guy's going to make them bring it in, introducing them to the underworld. A place where you once worked to keep safe is a place you're going to call home, all because you want some sexual attention. Congratulations. You just threw your life away. What has to be going through these women's minds to throw their life away? Career for a couple of smooth talking thugs. How did the serpent beguile Eve? Women been this way from the beginning. On the other wing of the Fulton County facility, we have a female officer, Wanquilla Anthony, 33, the timesheet falsifier. When Wanquilla Anthony was balling out of control, spending her $130,000 that she racked up on OT and expensive trips and luxurious handbags, Miss Anthony wouldn't even show up to work, let alone overtime. This is why you gotta take accountability for the disgraceful death of Lushan Thompson. If Mr. Thompson wouldn't have died a tragic death, this wouldn't have got such national attention, and the Fulton County sheriffs and staffers would have swept it under the rug. When you find one roach, there's usually his buddy by. Just like dirty cops, if you find one dirty cop, There's more than one. What's the difference between a dirty cop and a cockroach? The cop will kill you quicker. I understand that these inmates could be in prison for some of the most unthinkable things, but they still have rights. If the judge say you have to do 5 years, that doesn't mean that you have to do 5 years with torture. Do I think Juanquilla has something to do with Mr. Thompson's death? Literally, no. But if she wasn't falsifying her timesheet, maybe they would have had someone reasonably manning the room searches. Shit. Maybe if the Fulton County Jail paid the staffers better, this young lady wouldn't have to be stealing from these hard-working taxpayers. Corruption comes with greed of money, desire of higher pension at work. So if staffers are not being compensated adequately, they will start backdoor deals with inmates that will bring steak dinners like Red Lobster, Black Angus, and Joe Crab Shack, cell phones, drugs, etc. If I broke the law, this is where I want to be. Fulton County Jail, where there's bitches, drugs, and great food. Don't forget to wash your sheets because you might get eaten alive by bed bugs. Oh yeah, the guards are busting it open too. This sounds like a big crazy party that you heard about in high school, but somebody died. Now it's too late. Until then, get your life right, follow Christ, and quit the dissing.